Miss Literacy wants you to share a story. In the story today, a story by Gail Haley, you will find out how Anansi, the Spiderman, bought the stories from the sky god. Once, oh small children round my knee, there are no stories to hear because all the stories belong to Niami, the sky god. He kept them in a golden box next to his royal stool. Well, little Anansi wanted to buy the sky god stories, so he spun a web up to the sky. When Niami found out what Anansi wanted, he said, "The price of my stories is that you bring me Osebo, the leopard of the terrible teeth, Mboro, the hornets who sting like fire, and Matia, the fairy whom men never see." Anansi merely bowed down and said, "I shall gladly pay your price." Niami, the sky god, laughed. "How can a weak old man like you, so small, pay my price?" But Anansi merely climbed down to earth to find the things that the sky god demanded. Anansi went along the jungle path and saw Osebo, the leopard of the terrible teeth. "Oh, Anansi, you are just in time to be my lunch." Anansi replied, "As for that, what will happen will happen. But first, let's play the binding game." The leopard, who was fond of games, asked, "How is it played?" "With vine creepers," announced Anansi. "I will bind you by your foot and untie you, and then you can tie me." Well, Osebo said very well, who had planned to eat Anansi when it was his turn to bind him. Then he tied the leopard by his foot, by his foot, by his foot, by his foot with the vine creeper. And he hung the leopard in the tree and said, "Now, Osebo, you are ready to meet the sky god." Next, Anansi went along the jungle path and cut a frond from a banana tree. He filled the calabash with water and went straight to the hornet's nest. He put the banana leaf over his head and poured some of the water out of the calabash over his head, and then poured some over the hornet's nest and said, "It's raining, it's raining, it's raining. Should you not fly into my calabash so that the rain will not tatter your wings?" The hornets swarmed into the calabash and said, "Thank you, thank you, thank you." And Anansi quickly stopped the mouth of the gourd from him. Then Anansi took the hornets and hung them next to Osebo and said, "You are ready to meet the sky god Mboro." Anansi carved a wooden doll and filled it with sticky latex gum. He then took a bowl of yams and set it by the doll. He took the doll next to a tree where fairies like to dance. Soon, Matia, the fairy whom men never see, came dancing down to the foot of the flamboyant tree and saw the doll holding the bowl of yams. "Gum baby, I'm hungry. May I eat some of your yams?" Anansi pulled at the doll so that the doll seemed to nod its head. So Mboro took the bowl of yams and ate them all up. That was good. "Thank you, Gum Baby." But the Gum Baby did not answer. "Gum Baby, don't you reply when I thank you?" cried the angry fairy. But the Gum Baby remained still and silent. "Gum Baby, I'll slap your crying place unless you answer me." The doll did not stir. So Matia slapped her crying place. Pop! Her hand stuck fast to the Gum Baby's sticky cheek. "Let go of my hand or I'll slap you again." Pop! Her other hand stuck fast to the Gum Baby's sticky cheek. And the fairy was furious. She pushed along the Gum Baby with her feet, and they also stuck fast. Soon Anansi came out of hiding and said, "Now, Matia, you are ready to meet the sky god." Then he took Matia next to the tree where the hornet and the leopard were waiting. He spun a web up to the sky and he took along his captives. Osebo, the leopard of the turbo teeth, Umboro, the hornets who sing like fire, and Martia, and laid them down at the foot of Miami, the sky god. Here is the price you ask for your stories. Anansi, you have paid the price. The sky god said, little Anansi the Spider-Man had paid me the price for my stories. Sing his praise, I command you. From this day and going on forever, all of the stories belong to Anansi the Spider-Man and shall be called Spider Stories. Sing his praise. Hey, hey, shouted all the assembled nobles. So Anansi took the golden box of stories back to Earth and opened the golden box, and all of the stories went around the world, including this one. This is my story which I have related. If it be sweet, if it not be sweet, take some elsewhere and let some come back to me. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Bye-bye.